Right, Square Enix has gone thermonuclear on all of the nonsense. So I did a video yesterday or the day before where I discussed Square Enix now no longer being a PlayStation 5 exclusive or Sony PlayStation exclusive, which is a pretty big deal, pretty massive to be honest. But now they've also confirmed they're essentially firing the entirety of all of their staff in the West. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It genuinely makes sense. You're having any of these people tell you that making Forspoken, for instance, was a good idea. You know, that game which Square Enix published, which led to the entire studio being shut down. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea, was it? So this is them genuinely just nuking the entire, well, essentially left-wing ideology out of them as a company, which is actually what most of these companies need to do, because you're never going to get rid of it otherwise. You have to cut that rot out. It's a cancer. It's just spreading. And that's why I don't think Disney's ever going to get saved, because it's just too embedded now. But anyway, take a look at this. Square Enix adopts new corporate philosophy of unforgettable experiences after disastrous 70% decline in profits and previous embrace of wokeness with games like Forspoken. And it's not just that, like I said, guys, not just that, because we also have Square Enix making cuts to US and European teams as part of a new plan to build overseas business divisions from the ground up. You are not going to need to do that if things are all going well. At all. Like, you just wouldn't need to do that. So hit subscribe if you're new, guys. Turn the bell notifications on. And support me over on Patreon, which is the first link down below in the description box. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month. And I am currently playing a really good game. I think. I've never completed it before. Fallout 4. Love Fallout 3. Anyway, so we're playing that on weekends. There's 2 episodes up already. They're quite long. Hour and a half and half an hour respectively. Anyway. So here we have it. As part of a new plan to right their ship after a particularly disastrous financial year, Square Enix has announced that they will soon be taking steps to rebuild their US and European divisions from the ground up. Which is hilarious because that follows them, well, firing everyone. I don't have any pity for these people. I don't. Half these people shouldn't be in these positions anyway, as evidenced by awful profits. It's like being sorry for a waiter that keeps dropping my food and then gets fired. No, you should never have been a waiter to begin with. You can't do the job. That's what these people are. They're a shit waiter. Kind of works. Anyway. So they're going to just fire everyone, basically. So Square Enix just nuking everything. So the Final Fantasy developers' intent to revamp their Western business operations was revealed to the public on May 13th, courtesy of the company's annual fiscal reports for the period between March 31st, 2023 and March 31st, 2024, which actually showed a decline of nearly 70% profit year on year. 69.7% in fact, it says it right there. So therein, following the admission that their operating income and profit had decreased respectively by 26.6% and 69.7% compared to the year prior, a result attributed to the company's recent decision to cancel multiple in-game development console games. And then Square Enix informed their investors that they would be moving to employ a new medium-term business plan in the hopes of fostering their financial recovery. Notably, while the above numbers take into account all of Square Enix's divisions, amusement, publication, merchandising, digital entertainment, their digital entertainment arm was the only one that failed to increase its performance over the last year, with the segment's operating income decreasing a total of 38.3% from the prior fiscal year due to alleged higher development cost, amortization, and advertising expenses, as well as higher content valuation losses versus the previous fiscal year. Right, okay. And then they're like, yeah, so this comes under this basically. They're going to make good games now. Delivering ensured fun Unforgettable experiences was what they want to do. That's kind of what that's their new, I don't know, mantra, as it were. Which makes sense. Also claims launched many titles, but some failed to live up to profit expectations, especially outsourced titles and some AAA titles. Yeah, for like Forspoken, maybe. Yeah, maybe. And you got those shitty narrative consultants working on it. Black Girl Gamers. Anyone called Black Girl Gamers should not be hired to do anything, because very clearly they're racially motivated. So Square Enix President and Representative Director Yasuki Matsuda previously admitted that the game sales were not good. So, I mean, it is basically that. But again, not just that, guys. Not just that. So, yeah, this is the whole thing of them wanting to, well, as they say here, development of titles delivering fun, shifting their video game release plans, and, quote, to a multi-platform strategy. Allocating, and quote, a maximum of 100 billion yen for strategic investments, growth investments, or shareholder returns over a 3-year period, and, quote, rebuild overseas business divisions from the ground up. Square Enix has begun optimizing costs at its European and American offices via structural reforms. It will also promote intra-group collaboration in Japan and abroad and strengthen the functions of its London development site. For example, the group intends to work to strengthen the close collaboration between its divisions in Japan, creative studios and publishing, and to enable greater mobility of talent between them and the group's publishing functions overseas. Interesting. But like I said, that comes to them basically saying that they're going to be bidding everyone off. So here's part of it, right? So according to 2 Square Enix employees who spoke to Video Game Chronicles, an internal meeting later that same day would see the company president Takashi Kiryu reveal that said process would include a round of layoffs for their US and European offices, according to the employees, while Kiryu did not specify just how many individuals would be affected by these staffing cuts. He did confirm that, and quote, people working in publishing, IT, and Square Enix's collective indie games division will be predominantly affected. And this is not the first, quote, massive reset Square Enix has made to their business plans in recent weeks. I mean, they're going all out. Like, they're just binning everyone off, which makes sense. This is getting rid of the rot at the core of your business, and is something that you absolutely should do if you find yourself with diminishing returns as a business. Because the primary aim of business is to, oh, I don't know, earn money. So, yeah, there you go.